Hi guys, so this is going to be a pick a pal reading about what makes you so irresistible. Why are people trying to be all up in the mix? This is going to be a short pick a pal reading, just giving you a few confirmations, and I'm also going to pull some charms, so tap in. Okay, so you can pick pal 1, pal 2, or pal 3. Pal 1 has the foot charm, pal 2 has the ducky, and pal 3 is the fish. So whichever one you feel called to. Okay, pal 1. If you chose pal 1, why are you irresistible? I'm hearing body right, body tight. I'm hearing it's more than your body, it's your brains. You're very smart, very intelligent. Okay? Relationships. You have a talent for mentoring or counseling relationships, having the ability to guide others to their path of love because of your own experience in love. So you are coming out very irresistible because you are very well versed when it comes to knowledge, communication. If you are in a relationship, you are irresistible to this person because you know how to word things, right? Or you know how to make people put things in perspective. Even if you're not in a relationship, in general, when it comes to relationship topics or connections with people, you know how to put things into perspective to where people are like, okay, you know, I actually want to listen to what this person has to say. Confirmation. You give people hope. That's another reason too. It's like, you don't demonize people. You don't make people feel wrong for not being well versed on, you know, their indifferences or the things that they may lack, right? Say if somebody does not know how to express themselves fully emotionally, you're not going to fault them for that. If anything, you give them criticism in a way that it's not softening the blow, but it's real, but it's not judgmental, okay? Now, you offer a value of hope, right? That's one of your strongest gifts too. You, through optimism and support, you inspire hope in others. So you support people. You're very supportive, okay? Yes, and also you're very playful. You have this youthful energy. This youthful energy in your eyes reveals fun, hidden treasure, allowing others to explore their inner child. So you allow people to, they feel safe with you, right? They don't feel judged. You're fun, okay? You can be serious, but you also are very lighthearted. You know, you'll put it on when you have to, but overall you have a very lighthearted energy. But like I said, you have a lot of wisdom. You're an old soul, and with them riding past listening to old music, like, you can get down with the best of them. Any generation you can get down with, right? And you're also very intelligent. You may have a wide range of taste in music. You don't just single yourself down to one thing, if that makes sense. You're very, very well versed and doing a lot of different things, and that is truly amazing. Like, you can get down with the best of them, young, old, it doesn't matter. You know, people feel very safe in your energy. The youth looks up to you as well, but also even like the old souls, the elders, you know, people really admire you. You have a mystical vibe about you too. It makes you very, very irresistible. You have a mystical vibe. You also have past lives strongly connected to Egypt. So you have this ethereal demeanor, right? Because we have mystical out here. It's something very mystical about you, very dreamy, which gives people the impression that you are very much in your power, which you are. And on top of that, you have past lives connected strongly to Egypt. You could be a starseed. I do personal starseed readings if you want to know more about your lineage and things like that. Also do past life readings as well. I'll link all of my stuff in the in the description box. But seriously, you are somebody who, you're very regal, very seductive. It's like you have this danger about you, but this poise. You're very potent, okay? Your energy is very potent. Now, I do want to just pull some charms, and then I'm going to channel at the end here. Whimsical vibe, okay? You have a whimsical vibe, yes, and Elephant. Elephants are very, very ancient, very intelligent, okay? You're, like I said, very, very intelligent. For somebody, you're very family oriented as well. If you have kids, you're a great parent, okay? Also with intuition, you have a strong intuition as well with this cat coming out here. But also you're very tapped in spiritually, because white is a great ancestral color as well when you are honoring your ancestors. So you are always listening to your ancestral wisdom, your ancestral insight. I'm here, I just channel for somebody. You listen, child, you listen. You're not hard-headed either. You don't mind taking constructive criticism, in the sense where if your ancestors have to get you a line, or even if you have to reflect on something, you don't mind doing that. That's what also makes you very, very strong too. And they love everything about you. Some of you guys could be Pisces or have Pisces in your chart. Like I said, very dreamy, very ethereal energy. Intuitive is on the back. Yes. What do we say about you being intuitive? It's on the back here. It says it. 555 coming up. That could also be significant for you. If you've been wanting more ways to dedicate things to your ancestors, or you want to make an elemental ancestral kit, altar, then I'm gonna link that in the description as well too, because I made an ancestral altar guide, which gives you ways to set up your altar, things you can add in there, you know, daily maintenance, weekly maintenance tips and stuff like that. And also it also has a section too, if you have children and you want to do them like a self-care, self-love altar, you know, especially if you don't want to, you know, take it too deep yet, up to you. But all of that's listed in the description. But you're amazing. I meant to say you're amazing, but you are amusing. You're a muse. You are people's muse. Ashe. Okay, if you chose Pal 2, then this is your reading. What makes you irresistible? I don't know why her baddie with a baddie friend. With a baddie friend. I'm hearing, okay, so you have two sides to you. Like when I got this, it wasn't about friendship. It's more like you have two sides to you, right? You are a jack of all trades. People don't know what to expect from you. Like you have this divine, like this light, dark feminine. Okay, you have this light feminine energy, but then you have this dark feminine energy. You're very in touch with both sides. You know when to activate them. It's like both sides to the coin, right? So people can't box you in. Okay, there's two sides to the coin, and both sides of them are bad. Like you're a baddie, even when it's given light energy, and even when it's given dark energy. But this is your light and your shadow attributes. You know when and where, right? Water. You're also very strongly connected to the water element, okay? And the spirits that dwell in it. So you'll be good at like water magic, emotional healing, all matters of the heart as well, okay? Also, charge your water. Speak affirmations, because with you being strongly connected to the water element, you may want to add more like water-based elements to your chart. You know, you can focus your altar on one element. So say if you want to use water, you can still make sure you have all the elements, but they're more water-based. I did make an ancestral altar kit that goes over the different elements, and if you want to combine them all or focus specifically on one element, they are using me as a vessel strongly today, because I'm saying a lot of things that I did not mean to say, and they're like, we're gonna push it through. I'm hearing sure is. And for somebody, like I said, yes, you shapeshift. You have the ability to shapeshift into any animal, or you give this wisdom, this strength, the power of a specific animal. So you're very in touch with your spirit animals too. You're very in touch with your spirit animals. Even if you're not 100% sure, I'm hearing for somebody tiger, very primal energy. You could have been drawn to pile 1, 2 as well, because I mentioned with that they have like a tiger hypnotic stare type of thing, like very primal. Also, people feel very much like you are out of their reach. Okay, you are somebody who your looks trigger people's insecurity, making them feel like you're out of their league, which helps you weed people out who don't vibrate as high as you. So, you know, you'll have a lot of people drawn to you, drawn to your energy, but then it also will make them feel very insecure being around you, being as though you are very attractive. Some of you guys could also have tattoos as well. You are somebody who very ethereal as well, like I said in pile 1, but this is more like this strong mystic vibe, right? This so honestly, some of you guys can resonate with all the piles. Like I said, this is 2 sides to the coin. Yes, your devious ways create a touch of danger. It's hard to resist. There's a dark side to you that keeps them intrigued. So you have a dark side and you're not afraid to let that out. Like I said, 2 sides to the coin, light and dark. But then you also intrigue people who feel out of your league and they still want to try. Like they want to rise up to be on your level. Like they want to be worthy of you. You know how sometimes people will just, you know, settle or whatever. They know with you, it's never settling. It's rising to the occasion or they'll get left type of energy. So you're very irresistible. And you also have the gift of alchemy. You have a strong spiritual gift of alchemy. You are a true alchemist with the ability to transmute negativity and darkness and bring it back to light, enabling others to reconstruct their reality and shift their perceptions. So you are somebody who, you are a natural alchemist. You cause people to really reflect on themselves, because you don't feed into the BS, right? If somebody's trying to bring some negativity your way, you're going to alchemize it, turn that pain into power, and keep pushing forward. And that causes people to reflect on themselves, especially if they could not get you out of character or, you know, get you in that mode. And 444, okay? 444 could be significant. I just called it on the time. You know, life-changing gift is the influence of a nurturing woman that provides love, support, and protection, encouragement. So you also are a natural nurturer as well. You will nurture people, nurture yourself, but you'll also know when to pull that back, right? When to pull that back and detach. And you also are very sophisticated. The way you carry yourself is very sophisticated, very classy. You know, this even goes into like depth as to, you know, you wearing turtlenecks, because look at her in this car. She's showing her back, she's showing some skin, okay, but it's in a classy, like sophisticated way. So even if you are half dressed, it really doesn't matter. You still carry yourself a certain way. And that's true, really what true classiness is about the way that you behave. Not so much as to, oh my gosh, you need to be wearing, you know what I'm saying, turtleneck, be fully covered up. And to people who do that, no disrespect, that's fine, but you also shouldn't demonize people who don't do that, because it's all about how you carry yourself. Okay, I don't know why I just wanted to say something like, you know, somebody could be half dressed or showing some skin and they not just letting anybody in, and somebody could be dressed up in a turtleneck and they getting a train ran on them, you know. Different strokes for different folks. Okay, so yeah. And what did I say? You're very mystifying. Confirmation. Very mystifying. You exude mystery, teasing the mind with the unknown. You know, you'll help others embrace the obscure and charge ahead fearlessly. You're very, very mystifying. You draw people in. And you're also a fashionista. You put that shit on. Like the way that you, like, you put on your accessories, you do your stuff, like you just, gosh, like you just got it going on. Let's pull your charms. Ooh, yes, you're a star. And you're also connected to the water element, because look at this starfish. Like I said, some of you guys, you have ancestors that are water beings, okay? You have ancestors that are water beings. I do ancestral readings as well. I'll link my stuff in the bio, but literally, you shine, baby. You shine. You are the moment. Also, your pictures be hitting, your videos. Post the content if you haven't posted content. See, and see, the thing is, nobody's ever going to be able to rain on your parade with the umbrella. Confirmation, look at the wind. Nobody's going to ever be able to rain on your parade. That also is very irresistible. And it's like people play themselves trying to play with you and your energy. Also, spiders are significant. Okay, I'm hearing for somebody, it's something about you that gets people caught in your web and they feel like they can't get out. That's another thing that makes you very irresistible. So, many blessings to you, Ashe. Okay, you picked pile 3. Last but definitely not least. So let's get into what makes you irresistible. I'm hearing baddest to ever do it. Baddest to ever do it. You're a bad mama jamma. You got this boss energy. Boss energy. You're an empath, okay? You're very empathic, okay? What's one of your spiritual gifts as well? Being able to feel others' emotions as well as thoughts and energy, having no control or awareness over this exchange. So you are very much strongly an empath, you know. You can read people's emotions. You are able, you may have been drawn to pile 1 too. You are somebody who, you feel what people don't say. You give grace in the sense where you can understand why someone acted the way they did, why someone reacted the way they did. You are a very, very beautiful person, okay? And you also have the gift where you can talk to the dead. What is that called? Neocromancy, something like that. Don't mess with my pronunciation, okay, here. But you have that gift. You can communicate with the dead, and it could be a form of inner seeing, sensing, hearing. So you are able to talk to the deceased. It's one of your spiritual gifts. Y'all saw that? One of those spiritual gifts you have that you can see too. Some of you guys have also been able to see things, right? You see figures, you see silhouettes, I'm hearing. And remember, that's not a bad gift. If you know how to utilize it, protect yourself. Also close any portals that you open. Okay, and also you're a sweetheart. You're a sweetheart. This is also what people love about you, is that, you know, you look at things from love, from divinity. You're not a negative person. Even when you experience negative things or you feel negative energy, you never want to make people feel like that, right? And you also have this sweetness about you, but it's also this, like, there's something dangerous about this person, right? And I feel like I said that for one of the other pals, but this is more so like you look very sweet. You have a very sweet energy presenting as well. But you also are a heartbreaker because you inspire a lot of romantic feelings in people, but they feel like you'll break their heart, like, because your kind and sweet approach makes people fall in love with you, and then you break hearts without even knowing. You're like, I didn't know that person liked me, or I wasn't trying to flirt with them. This is just how I am. And you are claircognizant. This is also one of your spiritual gifts. So you have the ability to know things without even knowing it. I'm hearing necromancy. Necromancy. That's the name. That's what the dead. And you have this ability to know things. Your ancestors speak to you. Even some people's ancestors speak to you without you even asking for that connection. Okay? You also are very connected to the fire element. You're very connected to the fire element. Okay? You have a strong connection of fire, which you can cause great healing or destruction. Fire magic suits you best. So spark it all. So lighting candles when you're doing prayers, when you're opening up, or if you are trying to contact people's deceased loved ones, you do have this ability. You do have this ability. I know that's right. And you're also a sexual healer. This came out in reverse. You don't even realize how healing your sex is. How addicting. How addicting. Don't know, now you know. And you also are a self-love advocate naturally. This is very attractive. The way you take care of yourself, the way you speak well on others, the way that you embody the energy you want to receive, because you give it to yourself. So you're not out here trying to curate peace or trying to be fake healed. You're actually doing the healing work. And you're an embodiment of that. In a world where people pretend, and you can clearly see, like, do you believe what you're trying to sell us? You actually embody who you are. We're going to pull some charms as well. For you, 333 is significant. You're also a divergent. You also are divergent in the way that you dress. You stand out from the rest. You're very rare, unique. It makes you desirable. It's like there's nobody like you. People can't say, oh, this person is being like this person. You are too much of your own individual. It's like you switch things up too fast. You also have healing hands, Midas touch. Everything you touch turns to gold. You know, some of you guys also have a green thumb as well. I'm hearing people don't know what to do with you. Some people don't know what to do with you. They don't know what to do without you. Why am I so drawn to this person is what I'm hearing. Yeah, sweet. What do we say about you being a sweetheart too? Candy came out. You look sweet, taste sweet, smell sweet. And also, you look like money. You look like money. And people be wanting to just give to you. Everything you get back times 10. Everything you spend, you get back times 10. And when I said you get things back times 10, that means all of the joy, all of the goodness you put out, right? You are a walking manifestation. And also the world came out here, the world charm. So like I said, you have a lot of good karma. You also are somebody who, people from all walks of life, confirmation, scratching my nose, I'm right on the nose. People from all walks of the life are attracted to you. They find you irresistible. People from different cultures, you know, people from around the world. Like you're somebody who you're meant to be global. You're meant to be seen globally. Your energy is universal. It's not location based, right? Or how can I put this? It's not influenced by one location. Like people from all over can vibe with you. They can understand you, right? Yeah, you're a storyteller. People like the way you tell stories. People like the way you express yourself, okay? And then your ancestors and spirit team communicate with you through synchronicities. Like I said, 333 is also significant. 66. Yes. Last but not least, yeah. And you are royalty, okay? You are spiritual royalty, and that's how you carry yourself. Also, your ancestors, they love you, okay? And they love that you're a wild card and you can't be tamed. In addition to that, if you do want to give back to them and you need help with doing an ancestral altar, or adding more stuff, or you want to, maybe like they show, you're connected to the fire element, right? So you want to build a more ancestral altar kit that is in connection with fire, but you want to utilize all the elements but they're related to fire, then I did an ancestral altar guide that covers all of that. The link will be in my bio too, and I do personal readings as well if you want to dive deeper than this. But you're amazing, you're a blessing. It's no need for stretching. Somebody trying to stretch you out. Ashe.